Welcome to the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode at the Bristol Motor Speedway for the Cheddars 300. This is going to be a fun one here today at my favorite track, Bristol Motor Speedway. In the Xfinity Series for this NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode, we pick up where we left off last night, finishing second place at Texas Motor Speedway to get that contract incentive bonus of $50,000. It's going to be a lot of fun here today. Hopefully, and this is going to be a tough race to stay on the lead lap. We don't have a short track chassis coming into this race, and the reason why we don't have a short track chassis is because I'm saving money, essentially. We're looking to buy a road course chassis perhaps as our next chassis, but for right now, no short track chassis for the moment. It's the second short track we have ran without a short track chassis, the first since Phoenix. Phoenix, we finished 34th. I don't expect a really good run with this race here today, but we'll see. Joey Logano fan, Black Lives Matter. Jackson Thomas, Cap 24. Blake Barnes, welcome to the stream. Did you see the Braves get screwed? I did not, so I don't know what you're talking about. Let's gather around Bristol and sing our Bristol win song. We'll see what can happen. We need 2 top 5s in this contract incentive bonus, but we have 5 races to get those 2 top 5s. I do not think this is going to be one of those races, but I didn't think Texas that we were going to get a top 10, and we ended up getting second, so we'll see. I overachieve, if that's one thing that we have come to find out. I either completely underachieve or I completely overachieve, so no in between it seems like so far in this career mode. Matt Mills, Ryan Segan, Ross Chastain, all will be starting at the rear of the field. We've had 6 different winners in the first 7 races of this season. Next race, Talladega. We'll see what will happen here in this one.
All right, man.
Starting 26th after qualifying 29th with those 3 drivers dropping in the back for the start. Green flag in the air. We're underway here in Bristol, Tennessee. 300 laps as Allgaier will lead us to the green. 85 laps in stage 1. Allgaier won last night's race at the Texas Motor Speedway as well. Schneider quickly to the bottom behind Joe Nemechek off turn 2 down the back straightaway. Justin Haley will lead lap 1. One of those drivers winless in the points. He sits 10th in the regular season standings. Schneider comes into this race 9th in points, trying to stay inside the top 20.
Outside.
We have a 78 on the engine, a 76 on the aero and the suspension. I don't see us running very well today, especially with this being one of the shortest tracks on the schedule, only half a mile in length. Contact with Baccarella, and Baccarella gets a little loose getting into turns 3 and 4.
Got one outside now.
Able to make the save. Ryan Sieg trying to get going. Oh! CJ McLaughlin just tried to step it 3 wide between Schneider and Mills.
Outside.
Got himself sideways, able to drive right out of it. We stay green here at Bristol. Schneider's just got a very slow race car here right out of the gate. Just trying to stay out of everybody's way. Falls in line behind Landon Castle now off turn 2. The only driver he's in front of now is the 13th Chad Fincham. Big Mac the GOAT, welcome to the stream. Diamond Jeff, welcome as well. Fincham finally gets to the inside of Schneider, and Schneider's right back to last place. Surprised he qualified 29th. That was actually his best qualifying effort of any of the first 8 races of the season.
That was a better lap.
Allgaier has found himself back out in front of Haley and the rest of the field. Only lap number 8 right now, and at this pace, it's going to be tough for Schneider just to finish on the lead lap in today's race. He could be in danger of going multiple laps down each stage. He'll still try to fight for the best finish possible. Got lucky with the cautions last night to get him that second place finish at Texas, so I guess you never know. Fontana, same way when he finished 10th. Just have to manage his tires as well as he can here today at Bristol. Definitely give a shout out to your friend, Braden. That sucks to hear. I know a buddy of mine, his mom passed away last year too, so it took him a while to get over, so I definitely wish him the best of luck. Him and the rest of his family, for sure.
Got one peeking inside.
Never a fun thing to have happen, that's for sure.
Wow, that's fast. Inside. All right, you're clear there.
Schneider's already the first driver to go a lap down very early in this race. Look at Timmy Hill
Car high now.
in 4th place.
Got a car high
My
now.
goodness. Stellar season Timmy is having, all things considered, with that NBN
Got a car
team.
high now.
Pearson Burton's jumped to the lead. He's trying to go for his 3rd win of the year. He did not have a good run last night at Texas.
Inside.
Schneider's just trying to play the roll the back marker card again today. Well, he's got 1 win on the year. He's got 2 top 5s and 4 top 10s in the first 7 races. But races like this, that kind of sends him back to reality and sends fans back to reality as
Got a car
well.
coming inside now.
Jeff Green, just outside the top 10 as well. Remember, he had a 5th place run at Phoenix earlier this season. He might have one of those better short track cars, that's for sure. Not sure what kind of strategy this 99 team of Schneider's going to be able to pull off, but we'll see. You're as slow as F1 Williams 2018. I don't know how, I've heard they've been one of the slower teams, but I don't know exactly how slow that was. The fact that we went a lap down, I know it's Bristol, it's a short track, but we went a lap down in less than 15 laps into this race. We're already a lap and a half off the lead, 20 laps in. Schneider's not the only one a lap down. Might be the only one 2 laps down here. We're like Haas 2020. Or worse than that. I mean, we're in last place right now. This is just bad. This is even worse than Phoenix. I thought Phoenix was bad. We'll alternate through the different camera angles for the first time today here in stage 1, trying to get some sort of extra entertainment involved. I told you guys, I don't think we're going to win more than 3 races this year. We did everything we could just to get that 2nd place finish last night in Texas. We're going to have to do more. A lot of work still to go if this team's going to be a championship contender by season's end. Austin Dillon. Chat's ripping me to shreds right now. About 2.5 seconds behind Jeffrey Earnhardt. 2 seconds back now. He's just going to look again to try and get the best finish he possibly can. And that's really all you can hope for this 99 team. They're hoping that they can be competitive on the road courses this year once they get that road course chassis. The way they're running at Bristol, they're probably not going to get it until after the Talladega race, assuming they do get a decent finish at Dega. Well, that's the price you pay with not having a short track chassis when you're an underfunded team. This is the worst car I think we've had, at least since Phoenix, if not all season, as far as department-wise. It's actually the same chassis that we used in the last 3 races as well. Those intermediates at Atlanta, Homestead, and Texas. This car's already had some use on it. This is the 4th consecutive race that used this chassis. Outside of Atlanta, he's taken care of it the last 2 races, but it's just not good enough. We'll still have 4 more races to get 2 top 5s when this thing concludes today. So he's got that going for him. Finally catching the 35th place car, Cesar Baccarella, Mike Harmon, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Landon Castle, everything about a second ahead. Schneider's not going to be the first driver to go 2 laps down there. 3 wide for 34th. 3 wide battle for last off of turn 2.
Hold that line, driver. You're all clear on the bottom there.
He's finally making passes for position, and Harrison Burton, though, is climbing through this field. We talked about during the Texas race last night how fast these GGR Toyotas have been, especially of Harrison Burton and Brandon Jones. Jones has 4 stage wins on the season, 1 race win, and Harrison Burton's got 2 race wins and multiple stage wins of his own. He's looking to maybe win stage 1 here today at Bristol as well. He's caught heavy lap traffic. Gonna bail Schneider out for a couple extra laps perhaps, but I don't think it's going to bail him out much longer. We'll see if anybody can catch Burton for the lead. Justin Allgaier, who's led a lot of laps early in this race as well, in second still. He's trying to go for back-to-back wins. Nobody has won back-to-back this season. Burton's still the only multi-time winner with 2 wins this season. Both coming in the last, I guess, 4 races now, technically. He didn't win 2 of the last 3 until yesterday. He did not have a good run, so he's definitely looking to bring a little bit of momentum back. And the battery died. Caution. Got to change that out before the race started. We're going to repair that damage. We are definitely going to repair that damage. How many times does that happen? At least we didn't DNF. I'm so glad we didn't DNF after that. Let's just restart ourselves. We're going to act like a caution never happened there. Alright, we're going to just act like we never got a caution. We're still caution-free today. I'm not going to count that as a yellow.
Still there, inside. Inside.
Already 3 wide off the restart here.
Looking inside now.
A lot of drivers that went a lap down. How about Noah Gregson jumping to the lead on the restart?
Car there on the
He's
inside.
3 wide on the outside lane, making a little contact with Austin Hill, who was in the middle.
Inside.
He's trying to make up ground. The 90 of Baccarella got sideways off turn 4. Schneider just got to his outside without hitting the wall.
Hold your line, stay high.
Contact now with the 90 of Baccarella and a little scrape into the wall as well that time. Crazy bunched together pack here.
Outside. All clear.
Still 42 laps left in the stage. Schneider just bowls it into the back of the 6 of David Starr.
Still there, inside. Inside.
Getting sandwiched now between Starr and Austin Hill.
Looking inside now.
Hill gets sideways, washes up the track. They're 4 wide here at Bristol through turns 1 and 2.
Inside.
At the back of the pack. Schneider into the back of Landon Castle. He's getting back to the gas a lot sooner than the rest of these guys, and these guys are not getting going. Like Ace, welcome to the stream.
Inside. All right, you're clear.
Gregson is leading.
Got one up top.
Catching and getting around Harrison Burton a few laps ago. He's up to 28. Not sure how many drivers are lapped down right now to see if he can get into the free pass spot. Now we have our first caution. So now we get our first caution of the race today. And 15 drivers on the lead lap. Schneider got up to 28. Looks like Chase Briscoe's going to hit pit road. Not sure if anybody else will or not. Schneider's going to stay out, conserve those tires. He's going to bunch the field back together again, and the free pass does go to Tommy Joe Martins at 15. So 16th place will be the battle for the free pass positions at the end of stage 1 after that first caution. Michael Turner, welcome to the stream.
Be ready here.
Yeah, we just don't have the money to. I mean, we could. Well, no, technically we wouldn't have been able to buy a chassis for this race anyway.
Still there?
I took the risk going super speedway chassis so we can stay in the draft at Daytona and Talladega for the early going races. I feel like we were going to have better shots to win those than what we would Phoenix and Bristol. So, paying the price for these two races, I knew we were going to ahead of time. This inside, just as much as the outside, just keeps checking up off the restart. Contact with Schneider and Joe Graff Jr. off turn 2. Battling for 25th. And a lot of contact all over the racetrack here midway through stage 1. Schneider going to the top side. Got tight. 3 wide at Bristol. We've seen a lot of 3 wide. Starting to get going though on these older tires. The field getting bunched up on that restart, that's definitely going to help him. He might be able to get the free pass, which would just be insane. Really hoping it stays green to the end of the stage so he has a chance, and he's getting around the outside a lot better here during this run than what he did on the first run.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Hoping him with that straightaway speed that this team really doesn't have on the 78. The engine department up the middle. Barely clears Alfredo and just gets to the inside of LeBay. Making a couple of clean passes. Slides up the track. Clear of LeBay for 20th. Oh, 2 stories already just in stage 1 alone. Ryan C continues to drop back. He's had a rough start to the season, despite 2 poles this year. Oh, Schneider hard into the back of Ray Black Jr. I just stalled out the 99. He wasn't able to complete the pass on Sieg after all. That might make this race car a little bit tighter now also, but he does clear Sieg off turn 4 for 19. Just a couple spots to go. Boy, if he can get in the free pass position, that is going to be huge, knowing how many drivers are already a lap down in stage 1, despite having 1 caution.
All right, you're clear there.
To the high side of Ray Black Jr. He's digging hard.
Careful, still there. Got one down low now.
Ross Chastain is in 16th in the free pass spot. Schneider with a run off turn 4 to the outside of the 17th place car of Josh Williams. Going to use all that racetrack on the outside, getting as close to the wall as possible on quarter entry. Chastain's on the outside as well, so he's going to have to try and find a way into the inside of Chastain. He goes up the middle, 3 wide between the 51 and the 10. No contact, slide job up the track now. The 10 of Chastain, he's got it. Schneider's in the free pass position, the 16. And Briscoe has just taken the lead. Meanwhile, that time at the line, remember he has fresh tires, pitting during that caution, while everybody else on the lead lap stayed out. That was a big move here for Schneider. He wanted to get around him quick. And boy, did he ever. Problem is he's still got to stay in the free pass position, which he should be able to do, but is anybody else going to go lap down to the end of the stage? Because Briscoe having those fresh tires, and everybody else on the lead lap on older tires, can he catch Tommy Joe Martins and put him a lap down? Schneider's 15 seconds behind Martin still. He is not going to be able to catch him before the end of the stage. Or we get the caution now, and he just gets the free pass before the end of the stage. That might have to be the ideal situation for him to get back on the lead lap here. For now, 18 to go at the line this time for Briscoe. Schneider's got a decent pace on these older tires.
Careful, still there.
Horrid pace, though, on the short ones. Let's move on the outside a little. Again, you can see the damage on the front of the 99, probably making the car a little bit tighter and pushing up the track, maybe a little bit too much on corner entry. He gets down to the bottom trying to block Jesse Little. He's not using a lot of the brakes like he did in qualifying to slow the car up because the straightaway speed's just not there in general. Schneider should stay in front of Briscoe, but again, is Tommy Joe Martins and Jeremy Clements battling for 14th? Are they going to be able to stay where they're at? It's going to be the big question. Actually, Briscoe's running a fast enough pace. He still might even catch Schneider depending on how the lap traffic's going to look. Chad Fincham is trying to battle Schneider for the free pass spot. I think Fincham pitted during the stage break. Remember, he was running just as slow as Schneider at the beginning of the race. We still got a battle for the free pass position going on. I believe David Starr might be on fresher tires as well. Oh, Fincham moves Schneider. Bump and run to get to 16th. Schneider got in the back of him again, but that only bogs the 99 car down. Trying to keep David Starr behind him, but Starr's going to get under him off turn 4 as well as he tries to catch Fincham. Tires start to even out between these two guys that just passed him as well. Maybe the lap traffic ahead of them will slow him up, and we have a caution. Caution is out very late in this stage, and we're going to see Briscoe stay out of the pit so nobody can take the wave around. Second caution of the race here in stage 2. Jeremy Clements gets the free pass at 14, so it wasn't even Fincham. It's going to be very interesting here. Who will get the free pass? Briscoe's staying out, so nobody can take the wave around. Schneider's going to hit pit road. He's going to take his first set of tires. He really wants to get into the free pass spot. He's got 5 seconds of damage, so he will be able to repair it under our 5-second damage clock. Him and Tommy Joe Martins have fresh tires. They're both a lap down. They're going to try to catch the 15th place car. I don't know how many laps they have left. This could be a risk. Green flag back in the air. Schneider did not take off well in that outside lane. A lot of the lead lap cars pit. 8 laps to go here in stage number 1. A lot of these lap cars on older tires. Schneider just to the outside, 3 wide, down the back straightaway. Martins is trapped on the bottom right now. Schneider doesn't have a lot of time to try and get to 16th. Oh, look at that move. Just able to get to the inside. He is splitting traffic inside, outside, middle. Video game-like maneuvers. He's up to 17th already. Trying to catch David Starr and Chad Fincham for the free pass position. He's got fresher tires than him. There they are. Starr barely holding on Fincham. He's been running the outside while Fincham's been on the bottom. Now Starr moves to the bottom. Harrison Burton back to the lead on the restart meanwhile. Briscoe on those older tires getting hung out. 5 laps to go, stage 1. And remember, when the top 10 crosses the line, that's when the stage is over. So can Schneider catch both David Starr and Chad Fincham before the yellow? He's catching them. I just don't know if he's got enough time. These laps go by so fast here at Bristol. 3 laps to go now in the stage for Burton at the line. Again, this one, that 10th place car passes Tommy Joe Martin's still 3 seconds behind these guys. He's got a faster car in the shorter runs than even Schneider, but equal tires as him. Fincham is so close to getting around David Starr. 2 more laps in the stage. This is going to be really, really close. Lap and a half now. Schneider's going to have to find a way around both the 13 and the 6, and he's going to have to do it fast. They're going to the bottom while Schneider's going to the top. He's got to try a different lane. It's going to allow Starr to get away. Now Starr goes to the outside. Final lap of the stage right now for Harrison Burton. Look at the run Schneider got off turn 4. Allgaier to the lead in the last lap of the stage. Slide job by Schneider to get ahead of David Starr. And Justin Allgaier wins stage 1 here at Bristol. Schneider gets the free pass spot in 15th. And not by much. It took him to the last half a lap to get around David Starr and Chad Fincham, but he did it. Oh, and Clements goes a lap down right before the end. Unbelievable. Schneider does not get the free pass. Somehow, Allgaier was able to catch him past Clements, who got the free pass originally, and got caught in lap traffic and could never get back around those guys. In 9 laps, he goes a lap down again. So 2 cautions per incident so far, by the way, there, Jeff. That is unbelievable that did not work out for Schneider. That's the only reason he pitted. I could not believe. It looked like he had it, and now he's got to stay out of the pits here. Restart 15th, green flag back in the air. He had the spot, and right at the last second, Clements goes a lap down. Schneider trying to block Martins. There's contact. Martins just about goes around. Schneider's crowding him right now. Trying to block the 44 and does. I'm sure Martins isn't very happy. So Allgaier was able to get a last lap pass to win stage 1 over Harrison Burton. Allgaier picking up where he left off. Starts on the pole, wins stage 1. He just won the last race as well. Justine, I believe, is 2 laps down. Martins is going to move Schneider out of the way after Schneider tried to move Martins out of the way. Martins has the spot. Long ways to go here in stage 2. I cannot believe that Clements got back on the lead lap. Or sorry, got the free pass because he went a lap down. Starr hit pit road again, by the way, so they're probably going to run Schneider down. And Martins has equal tires as Schneider, but definitely a faster car on equal fresh tires. Schneider's just trying to hang on for Chad Fincham as long as he can. We'll see what the strategy will play out like here in this stage now. Allgaier's already pulling away early in stage 2. He won the race off pit road as well. Or sorry, no, they did not pit. Chase Briscoe, excuse me, was the only driver to pit of the lead lap cars during the stage break.
Hold your line, got one outside.
I believe 5 different leaders in stage 1. A little contact between the 47 and the 99 off turn 2. Check drives out of it. Here comes Clements. Last car in the lead lap in 14th. Definitely doesn't want to go a lap down again.
Stay high, stay high.
Definitely a wild race early on at Bristol. A lot of beating and banging going on throughout the field. Good old-fashioned short track racing. Ashton G, welcome to the stream. Schneider, oh, almost! Got the side of Castle trying to throw a block. Maybe Castle had way too big of a run. He's multiple laps down. 3 wide off of turn 2 further back. Fincham barely escapes to the outside. A slide job by Schneider to get back in front of him, but that opens up the door on the inside now for Colby Howard, not for position.
Looking inside now.
Look at the 7 of Justin Allgaier. He's already caught in the back of this pack. Desperately just trying to stay 1 lap down if he can help it. So many times he was close to getting a free pass in stage 1, couldn't get it. Now he's in danger of going 2 laps down on these older tires to start the second stage. He does have 3 sets left at the end. Out of traffic, Allgaier's got to get around though to get to Schneider, but it's still probably not going to take long. David Starr, Chad Fincham still trying to battle Schneider for 16.
Got a car coming inside now.
Martins again is still in the free pass spot for 15.
Got a car coming inside now.
And now Starr moves Schneider up the racetrack.
Got a car coming inside
Bump and
now.
run of his own, but he couldn't clear him. Not yet, at least.
Got one inside.
Schneider drives it deep into turns 3 and 4. He's trying not to let Starr clear, but he does pull clear off turn 2 that time.
Here we go now.
Allgaier's still caught in the lap traffic.
Clear up top.
One driver is out of this race, DNF. One of the 2 cautions back in stage 1. Looked like it was Jeffrey Earnhardt. He was running at the back of the field anyway. So didn't really gain Schneider a position.
Got one down low now. Road clear.
And Allgaier's coming on the outside.
Got a car coming inside now.
So Schneider's going to go high to try and block him. Needs to hang on and just pray for a caution right now. Allgaier's still stuck on the top because he's got a lap car to his inside now on Austin Hill.
Alright, you're clear there.
Schneider actually got a good drive off turn 4 that time. He's trying to hang on as he gets a little loose off turn 2. Contact with the 7 of Allgaier as he shoved up the track, and Allgaier gets sideways. Schneider's in the wall.
Got one
What
down
the
low
heck
now.
happened there? Caution will wave, and Martins gets the free pass right as Schneider's trapped 2 laps down. The leader was sideways. Schneider slapped the wall. They end up throwing the caution anyway, and we're going to likely think that's on Schneider's for the 3rd caution of the race, so he'll repair damage. 3 seconds worth, but it's going to be 2 laps down now. One car is 1 lap down, David Starr, and we only have a couple lead lap cars pitting. That would be Clements and Haley. Jeff Green up to 2nd, Timmy Hill 8th. So 3rd caution of the day already. After Schneider smacked the outside wall, he got a little out of control after the contact with
Be ready.
Justin Allgaier. Green flag back in the air. He's got a lot of cars to pass here, but he's already 2 laps down. It's going to be extremely tough to come back from this. Still got to fight for every position he possibly can. There's still a lot of racing left. We're only midway through stage 2. Looking 3 wide to the outside as he brushes the outside wall off turn 4, trying to make that move.
Still there. Got a car coming inside now.
Oh, little contact. Matt Mills got into the left rear. Schneider.
Alright, you're
Schneider
clear
keeps
there.
it off the wall, keeps it straight.
Got one down low now.
Mills again, and that time he gets Schneider into the wall.
Got one peeking inside.
Beating and banging going on at the back of the pack. Schneider into the back of the 90 now of Vaccarella.
There on the inside.
These guys are unable to stay off of one another.
Car on the outside now.
And Mills coming in with a full head of steam again. Schneider slides up in front of Colby Howard in the 15.
Got a car high now. Stay on the bottom here.
Side draft on Fincham, trying to pull him back. Chad also went 2 laps down right before the caution waved as well as Schneider. Oh, an aggressive slide job to get up and clear him. And there was a little extracurricular contact that time as well. Haven't had that really long green flag run yet, though. The cautions have felt very evenly.
Inside, clear low. Inside.
And we have had them for incident. There's a stage break in the middle of that as well.
Hold your line, got one inside.
The guy again kind of pulling away as he tries to go for back-to-back.
Car there on the inside.
One driver who's led laps today that doesn't have a win is Justin Haley.
Hold your line, stay high.
Schneider's in the wall off turn
One down low now.
2. Bounced right into the side of Austin Hill. 3 wide off the exit of the corner. Schneider just ran out of real estate.
You got room, just clear that. Hold your line, got one outside. Looking inside now. All clear. Inside. You got room, you're clear.
Still surprised this team is in the 22nd position. It definitely looked like it was going to be a lot worse the way stage 1 started before the first caution.
Inside. Inside.
Nemechek got sideways getting into the corner. Schneider tried to go high to miss him. Almost got the wall. He does get to the outside of the 47. And now he's on the wall on his own in turns 1 and 2, going a little too wide. Nemechek slides right in front of him. And although he was clear, Schneider didn't have time to check up. Schneider with a slide job of his own to get around Nemechek now. Incoming leader of Justin Allgaier once again as well as he gets around Nemechek to 3 and 4. Only cars in between him and Schneider is Mike Harmon. I should say only car in between him and Allgaier would be Mike Harmon. That is easily less than a second behind the 99 again, closing fast. So he tries to get around McLaughlin for position. That's for 20th.
You got room, you're clear.
David Starr is the only driver 1 lap down right now with a 6.
Here we go now, 3 wide. Road clear.
He's going to have to block Allgaier.
Top 3,
16th place car, David Starr. Bottom open for Harmon. Harmon moves Schneider up out of the groove, and here comes Haley to take the lead away from Allgaier.
Car there on the inside.
They're trying to side draft Justin Haley.
Got one inside.
One for naught. Oh, we got in the back of him. Haley got tight, washed right up the track. That contact allows Allgaier to get to the inside, and Allgaier with a great move to get to the lead. Schneider puts the bump to Justin Allgaier. He's being very aggressive, slides the tires. Both the 99 and the 7, and Allgaier starting to get away. David Starr is going to go 2 laps down. So nobody's even 1 lap down on the racetrack now. Anybody who's lapped is at least 2 laps down from 16th on back. Haley continues to try and press forward to get back to Allgaier. Schneider's 3 laps down now. What series am I racing for next season? For the career mode? Just not sure. If we win the championship, we go cup racing, but if not, we have to run the Xfinity series again. again. I have to win the championship before I move up to the next series. What it's looking like right now, I wouldn't call us championship contenders by any means. Playoff contenders for sure. I don't know about championship contenders.
Still there. Got one peeking outside. You're all clear up top.
Still within sight is Allgaier and Haley. There's still a lot of lap traffic ahead of them. 33 laps to go now in stage 2.
Got a car high now. Still there inside. Clear down low.
All unraveled right at the end of stage 1 where it looked like Schneider got the free pass spot, but Clements went a lap down right at the last second in the stage to the hands of Allgaier, who won the stage. Tommy Joe Martin just a lap down at 15. Ooh, little contact with Schneider off turn 2. Martin was trying to get underneath the 89.
Watch your speed, please.
Slammed right into the 99 to try and do it, and he still didn't get underneath Castle.
Got a car high now. All right, clear outside. Still there.
Push tight again. We're trying to get underneath. Martin's got into the side.
Inside.
3 wide middle. Hemrick on the inside.
3 wide, keep pushing.
He's running in third. Castle just shut the door on Hemrick.
You're all clear up top.
Hemrick's falling quite a ways off from where the 7 and the 11 cars are at.
Careful.
Trying to get going. 3 wide up the middle. Quickly gets around Castle.
Got one peeking
Slides
outside.
into Alfredo. Gaining a position on both Alfredo and Chastain in turns 1 and 2. Not wasting any time to get to 18th.
Car on the outside now. All right, you're clear there.
Richard not for position. Next driver for position is Ray Black Jr. He's 2 seconds ahead of Schneider, 17. He's about 14.5 to 14 seconds behind David Starr. Don't think he's going to catch Starr before the end of the stage. Yeah, exactly, Michael. Got to be in the top 20 in points to have this win qualify for the playoffs. And back at Atlanta this season, not going to be easy. No stage points in stage 1. Likely not going to get any stage points in stage 2 here for the 99 team. Justin Haley and Justin Allgaier, the two Justins, continue to go back and forth for the lead.
Still there.
The middle, 3 wide between Baccarella and Malicki. More contact. Oh, Baccarella got sideways. About a half a lap after the contact. He lost control that late. Keeps it in enough control at least to keep the car straight and we stay green.
We've got
20 to go, stage 2. Allgaier back out in front as he's trying to sweep the first 2 stages of the race. Just wonder if the lap traffic could get heavy enough that Schneider could somehow catch the leaders. But maybe a caution comes out and he could take the wave around and just get back to 2 laps down the pit at the stage break. Something. I mean, he's going to have to do something. Or hope for something if he's going to want to get any sort of laps back in this race. And the more laps back he can get, the more chance he can gain more positions. More positions he gains, there's more points.
Careful, still there. Stay out the bottom.
A little sideways there off turn 2. Didn't have to lift any extra though. And he did get around Ray Black Jr. on entry to the corner to get to 17th. He's been as high as 16th in the running order today. Full lap behind Martins yet. Only 9 seconds behind David Starr for 16th. Still not a stage point though, so I guess as far as stage 2 goes, not going to matter too much. Starr restarted this stage 1 lap down. I should say restarted after the caution 1 lap down. And if he isn't already, he's in danger of going 3 laps down. I'd imagine that Allgaier and Haley have already caught him. I assume they've probably passed him already too, because he's only 7.5 seconds ahead of Schneider. I didn't think Schneider was going to catch Starr before the end of the stage. Still got 13 more laps. He might be able to. Depends on what the even slower cars end up doing, really. What we'll do here, we'll alternate through the different camera angles. The next just over half a dozen laps. Starting with the in-car cam. This Toyota Supra around Bristol Motor Speedway.
Still there. You're all clear on top there.
Schneider's still got 3 sets of tires left the rest of this race. So again, just throwing that out there. You never know.
Still there?
Keeping that in his back pocket. Haley back out in front of Allgaier once again. There's less than 10 laps to go in stage 2. Again, very heavy lap traffic in front of Justin Haley and Justin Allgaier. Well, he's caught David Starr. Half a second behind him for 16th. Big run off turn 4 by Schneider that time. He's going to get underneath Starr into turn 1. 5 laps still to go in the stage, so he caught him much earlier. Well, I didn't think it was possible to even catch him, let alone catch him right there. Puts the bump to the back of Jeff Green, trying to get him going. Oh, and Green is sideways and saves it in the middle of turns 1 and 2, bogging the 99 back down again. Schneider continues to try his best to stay in front of David Starr. 3 laps to go in the stage. We'll stick with the normal camera for the rest of this race now. Allgaier back in front of Haley. 2 more laps to go as Justin Allgaier is trying to win the first 2 stages tonight at Bristol.
I need 2 more solid laps, bud. Keep it going. Careful, still there.
Final lap of the stage for Allgaier.
All right, let's go. White flag.
Stage is over when the top 10 hits the start-finish line.
Still there.
More spots can be gained by the 99. Justin Allgaier wins stage 2. Sweeping the stages tonight at Bristol. Great run for him.
No points that stage, but plenty of racing laps.
We go into the final stage. Schneider finishes 16th in stage 1 and 16th in stage 2. Be interesting to see how many drivers went a lap down before the end of the stage. There were quite a few of them there. Free pass goes to Chase Briscoe in 9th. Unbelievable speed 7 of Allgaier has here in this one. Schneider's going to take a little bit of a risk here. Well, yeah, he's going to take a little bit of a risk and take the wave around to get to 2 laps down and hope for a caution. It will keep him in 16th. Everybody on the lead lap is pitting during the stage break, and Schneider is literally the only driver on the racetrack that did not pit during the stage break.
Be ready.
Green flag back in the air. Definitely a gamble, that's for sure. Harrison Burton wins the race off pit road, restarting from the lead. Green flag is back out. 26 laps to go in this race. Desperately going to hope for a very quick caution. Still got 3 sets of tires left in these final 127 laps. We get a quick caution though, he's definitely going to pit. Plus everybody else pits again, then he might take the wave around, I don't know. Another time. Austin Cindric to the lead. I believe this is the first time Cindric has led today, but he has led a lot this season. Up towards the front of the regular season standings, Hemrick challenging for his first lead of the race as well. And off turn 4, Hemrick's got it. He leads his first lap of the race. Well, I figure worst case scenario, we go 3 laps down again and then we get a caution. Which would put us right back to square one where we were at the beginning of the stage. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right here. It's the only reason I stayed out, because we didn't gain any positions with doing it. I believe us and Tommy Joe Martins, I believe, are the only 2 drivers 2 laps down. The 10th place car would be the first driver 1 lap down right now. Briscoe's the last driver in the lead lap at 9th after getting the free pass at the stage break. This should lock us into at least a 16th place finish if we did get a caution, but it's going to have to come here in the next couple laps because Hemrick, new leader in this race, is charging right now. He's trying to get away from everybody, but Schneider's going to hold up a fight when they get there. Try to, at least. I mean, he's on older tires, much older tires. Already had a slower car as well. .117 to go for Hemrick leading this race. Michael Annette trying to go for 3rd. Looks like on Harrison Burton, I believe. Here's Hemrick to the back bumper of Schneider. Comes Allgaier to the outside. Oh! Schneider got in the wall off turn 4, and Allgaier ran into the back of him, keeping Hemrick out in front.
Got a car low now.
Significant contact there.
Got one outside now.
I believe everybody that pitted during the stage break might be good on field at the end of this race. They might not pit again. Schneider's got 3 sets of tires left. Contact with Gregson. Gregson gets sideways in the corner but saves it. That was Austin Cindric in the 22. Got underneath him, but he's still stuck behind Schneider. Schneider walks up the track now, and Cindric goes on by and hangs on to 5th. contact between the 9 and the 99.
Got a car low now.
Oh, we lost a lot of ground on the restart.
Hold your line.
He gets to the inside of Gregson for 6.
Hold your line. Got one inside. Car on the
See
outside.
Little with a good run in the top 10, currently 8.
Got one
Jeff Green still in the top 10 and 9th. 10th rather, sorry, he's the first driver lap down. That's right, Briscoe's in 9th. Already forgot. LeVay's the 17th place car, Ray Black Jr.'s 18th. About 3.5 and 4.5 seconds behind the 99 for position.
Still there inside. Got one peeking inside.
If this stage goes green to the finish, that's the only way it's going to hurt Schneider, because he's going to have to pit when everybody else will. Outside of that, I mean, he was still going to be the slowest car in the restart anyway. Can't fault the effort. I know a little bit of Spanish, and that's it. 2 years of high school didn't do a whole lot for me, but I know a little bit. I don't remember sentences as well as I remember meanings of words, but that's about it.
Still there inside.
He's been getting punted around this track most of the day as well, as Hertz just kind of moved in there. I'll tell you what, I really want to know how Talladega goes, and I kind of want to do that race instead of the custom schedule championship code, honestly, tonight. I had a lot of fun with this career. More fun than what I thought it was going to have. It's been a challenge, that's for sure, but it's been a fun challenge.
Got one peeking outside. All right, you're clear there. Car on the outside now. You got room, you're clear there.
They give me more time for a doubleheader because I do have to work tomorrow.
Got one peeking outside. You're all clear up.
I'll leave it to you guys in the chat whether you want to see the next custom schedule race or if you want to see the next career mode race tonight instead. Just have to bring the custom schedule back on Thursday.
Car coming inside now.
Schneider walks up the track, lifted, but still got the wall off turn 4.
Car on the outside now. All right, you're clear there.
He doesn't get a caution pronto.
You got room, you're clear there. Car high, careful there.
He's going to be in trouble. And he's going to go 4 laps down, which is really going to cost him a lot as far as his strategy goes.
Got one peeking outside. You got room, you're clear there. Car outside, hold your line.
Yeah, it would be at 7. About 7.
You're clear there. Car there on the inside. Got a car high now. Car there on the inside. Clear low there. Clear all around. Outside, outside.
Less than 100 laps to go for Justin Allgaier, who won the first 2 stages of tonight's race. He's looking those laps. Probably had the fastest car. He also started on the pole, so he's looking for a clean sweep. And he's also coming off a win last night at Texas. He was able to hold off Schneider the closing laps on that last restart with Schneider having the fresher tires.
Got one up top.
Talladega is definitely going to be a shot for us to win. It's Talladega after all. We need all the points we can get. He's in danger of going 4 laps down if he doesn't get a caution stat, because Allgaier is right there.
clear. Looking inside now.
Just got to keep hitting his marks and just hope for the best, honestly,
Got
at
one
this
down
point.
low now. Hold your line. Got one outside.
Oh, he's about to split there. A little contact with Anthony Alfredo. Allgaier's already underneath him. Might not end well. Oh, contact with Allgaier, and Allgaier gets a little sideways off the exit of the corner.
Got a Carlo now.
Justin kind of shoots him back up the track, and here comes Michael Annette looking for his first lead of the race.
Hold your line. Stay high.
Schneider goes 4 laps down. And Brown gets a little sideways off turn 2 as well. Allgaier does hold on to the lead. He's using Alfredo as a pick. Allgaier escapes to the outside and holds off his teammate Annette. Both of those two Junior Motorsport Chevrolets have won, and outside of Annette, the other 3 Junior Motorsport Chevrolets have at least led tonight. All of them in the top 10 still, too. All 4.
Stay on the bottom here.
Brandon Brown with that cutback across the track.
Still there. Stay low, stay low.
Crosses back to the bottom underneath Brown. Slide job to get around him. Again, not battling for position. Schneider's only lost 2 spots since the restart, but he's lost 2 laps. A big scenario here, and he's only down to 20% on that right front. That's what he's in danger of right now. He's already lost 2 laps. He's going to have to pit well before everybody else, if everybody else has to pit to the end of this race anyway. And the last thing you want to do is have to short pit at Bristol, but Schneider's going to have no choice, and that right front gets low enough on tire wear. He's going to have to bring it into the pits.
Careful, still there. Hold your line, stay high.
He's banking for a good points day at Dega, I'll tell you that much. He really needs to stay in the top 20.
Still there.
Keep fighting.
Got one.
And not only that, again, we don't know if we can easily get 6 different winners in these final 17 to 18 races of the regular season. And all of a sudden, Schneider is out of the playoffs. I mean, he likely after this race going to be the last of the guys with wins. Well, he already was the last of everybody with wins this season. That trend stays the same. Haley's just behind him in points. But Haley's running good tonight. He's scored a lot of stage points. He's ran in the top 5. Still in the top 5. Maybe he wins. And not only is another different winner, it's another driver moving ahead of Schneider in points. Schneider might need 2 wins anyway. I said I don't think we'll get more than 3 this season. I was talking about all season. I didn't see us getting more than 2 in the regular season. No practice for this race, just qualifying. Tough pit road to get onto. Of course, there's a pit road down the back stretch and a pit road down the front stretch. It's split in 2 here at Bristol. To how short the racetrack is, especially down on the apron, it makes it a little bit easier for those drivers to get on and off the pit road, more space more than anything if they did have to pit under green.
Watch those tires.
Front's down to 15%. He saved it well over the last handful of laps at least. He's definitely going to need a caution at some point. It's crazy how we had those 3 cautions all in the first just over 100 laps of the race as far as incident goes, and we haven't had a single caution for incident since in over 100 laps. It's not including the stage 2 break. And obviously that means we're still caution free in the final stage. For the leaders, just 75 laps to go. Plus side, if we do get a caution again, Schneider's got 3 sets of tires left.
Watch those tires.
Plenty good on tires to the end of the race as far as how many sets. If he pits under green, he's going to lose at least 2 more laps, maybe 3 because of how slow the pit crew is. We could be talking about him going 7 laps down, and at that point, he might be outside the top 30. Might even bump him back to 35th, quite honestly.
Alright, you're clear there. Inside, inside. Alright, you're clear there. Inside. Road clear. Clear all around.
Definitely in desperate need of that yellow.
You got room, you're clear.
Come back, Trevor.
Tires.
And he's only lost 1 spot. So again, as far as positions go, taking the wave around only cost him 1 position. Not bad. He's actually running a pace quick enough to keep up with Ray Black Jr. as the tires have actually kind of started to even out. At least with Schneider and the rest of the cars, at least in the middle of the pack. Obviously further back in the pack as well. Remember, Schneider has not pitted for tires since midway through stage 1. During the second caution of the race. It's the last time he had hit pit road. And the only time he had hit pit road for tires. DB Forever 85, welcome to the stream. Again, Diamond Jeff already voted. He wants to see another career mode race tonight instead of a championship mode custom season race. Our next race is at Talladega for the career mode.
You're gonna blow a tire, dude.
Gotcha, no problem there, Patrick. What team do you coach for? What sport? Guessing probably baseball this time of the year. Baseball, softball. Then again, you're in a completely different state, so it might be a whole nother sports season, I don't know. Complete opposite side of the country.
Go easy on the tires.
65 laps to go, 64 this time for Allgaier. He has won the first 2 stages tonight at Bristol. Yeah, I would definitely live stream it. Championship mode, please.
Yeah, Red, you're clear there.
One vote for each right now.
Watch those tires.
The track will the championship mode race be? It will be not Charlotte. Charlotte's the race after that. I honestly can't remember. Oh, Gateway.
All right, you're clear.
So yeah, it'll either be championship mode at Gateway, or it will be, I should say, custom scheduled championship mode at Gateway for the Cup Series, or Xfinity Series at Talladega for the career mode.
Inside.
Leaving it up to you guys down in the chat. Basketball. Jeez. I realize it's
Easy on the tires, driver.
basketball season. High school. Just bumped into the wall. And in to the left rear, Tommy Joe Martin's bumping him up out of the groove. I guess he's technically in the groove, considering every line is a groove here at Bristol. And finally clears Martin's off turn 4.
You're wearing those tires down,
Less than
driver.
60 laps to go. Schneider's got a long time on those tires. Well over 100 laps. It's not going to matter if he doesn't get a yellow here in a couple laps. Taking that wave around is going to cost him so much. Already costed him an extra lap under green, not getting the caution. It's going to cost him
You're all
a
clear
couple
on
more
top.
laps, 2 to 3 laps at least. He's going to stay out one more lap. It's in dire need of the caution. 56 laps to go.
Bottom's clear. Go easy on the tires.
He has to pit on the front stretch. Schneider's staying out one more lap. He's pushing it again. Saved that right front tire enough to try and make it another lap. 55 to go now. He's pushing hard, doing it. Oh, contact as he just forced the 92 into the wall.
Top 3, easy to
Off the exit of the corner, and... oh, he missed the pits! Schneider misses pit road. Tried to lock the tires down. Couldn't do it. He's got to go another lap.
Clear eye, bud. You're gonna blow tires, dude.
That right front might make it one more lap, and it will.
Car on the outside now.
Oh, that's going to cost him a ton of time, too.
Back it down.
30
back
miles
it
per
down.
hour is the pit road speed limit. He does get down that time. Surprisingly, never blew the right front tire. It'll be a 4-tire stop and a full tank of fuel, or at least a can of fuel to make it to the end, half a tank. He'll repair the damage, and what a tough break there. Surprised. What just happened? I would just end up doing Gateway on Thursday again. I don't want to get the days too mixed up because we usually do custom schedule Monday and Thursdays. And we got NASCAR 05 still coming back again this week too. .9 second stop, so a slow stop by this team in general.
Car there on the outside.
7 laps down, so he was probably going to lose 2 laps. He ends up losing 3 laps
Outside.
because of missing the pits.
Clear eye,
And that cycles him in 26th position, but he's got the freshest tires on the track, so he might be able to actually unlap himself once. And he's going to let it rip to the finish and try to get as many spots as possible.
bud. Stay low, stay low.
To be the most laps down he has finished in a race this season,
You're
unless he
all
can get 2
clear on top
laps
there.
back. Actually, 1. He finished 7 laps down
Stay
at
high, stay high. Inside. Clear low,
Vegas
clear
in
low.
the second race of the season, 4 laps down at Phoenix.
Clear high, clear high. Inside.
He's trying not to run into the back of everybody, but this traffic is so bunched together. 3 wide and tight, more contact.
Careful.
He's got
still
nowhere to
there.
go right now.
Careful. Still there.
Literally one of the worst. Yeah. So Picker is definitely not fast,
Stay
that's
low,
for
stay
sure.
low. Clear high, clear high.
Pitting under green costed us a lap. Missing the pits costed us another lap, and the 3rd lap was costed by our pit crew.
Hold your line, stay high.
All combined into one right there. It was just one mistake after another. And now he gets sideways. Schneider goes around, backs it into the outside wall. That will bring out a caution. Only 5 seconds of damage, miraculously. So that just trapped him a 7th lap down. Looked like he was going to be able to get one of his laps back until the yellow. And things are going from bad to worse here tonight. Can't pit for fuel or tires because Schneider was the cause of the caution. That's our 4th of the race, 1st of the final stage. And it comes with just less than 50 laps to go for the leaders. How tough this sport is. 2nd at Texas in the last race. 7 laps down at Bristol in the next race. Fire your pit crew. Yeah, if it was like NASCAR Thunder 04 career mode, I would definitely have fired the pit crew by now.
All right, man. You're coming to the green. Be
Fortunately, it doesn't work that way in this game.
Got one peeking inside.
Somehow Schneider was able to repair the damage. It was only 5 seconds. He backed it into the wall pretty hard. Actually took a lick to the front of the race car as well. That helped him back it into the wall.
Hold your line. Stay high.
We have another restart. Can Allgaier hold on and win this race? Will we have another different winner? And yes, only 5 cars in the lead lap. That is how fast Justin Allgaier's been all day. He has dominated the race. By far led the most laps. Started on the pole. Won the first 2 stages. He's going for the clean sweep today. But now his teammate Hemrick gets around him on the restart. Looks like he did on the 2nd to last restart as well. Contact. Schneider got into Brandon Brown. Schneider finishes high. He's 25th. He stays on this lap. He's still got 2 sets of tires left to the finish. You can bet he's going to pit again if he gets another caution. 2. He'll pit both times.
Stay high up here.
He's got the tires. Might as well use them.
Careful. Still there.
Now High's going 3 wide. Just above Martins and Jones. A little contact with Jones. Schneider's got a very fast car. It's just too little too late. It's too many laps down. Saved the tires for this reason, but he had to pit under green.
All clear.
And taking the wave around cost him an extra lap as well. He's got 4 laps down in this stage alone. All things considered. I'll probably do NASCAR Chase for the Cup on Friday or Saturday. It's going to depend. I'll have to look at my sister's softball schedule for this week. What day her games are. That's going to depend because those races are shorter. So, assuming I do the modified or the truck series. Not going to see a lot of Cup races on NASCAR 05 until after her season's done. In about another month and a half. Depends how far they go in the state playoffs, assuming they qualify. They've had a good team. I think they've only lost twice. She's been out of the lineup for a while. This was supposed to be her first game back today, but he got rained out. First game back from injury.
Careful, still there.
How about Timmy Hill still fighting for that top 10? He's in 10th place after all this time. He's still a lap down, but he's got a chance. And look at how much ground Allgaier's lost in this restart. Allgaier's gone straight backwards after Hemrick got around him, and that was not a caution Allgaier wanted to see late in this race. He still has time to catch up. It is not looking good for him.
Stay high up here. Still there?
Look at the moves. Oh, he just ran Allgaier down 4 wide as Allgaier runs Schneider back up the track into the side of poor Timmy Hill. Wrong place at the wrong time. How are they not wrecking off turn 2? Everybody saves it. Allgaier's still sliding around. He's getting desperate. So is Schneider to try and get every lap back he can on these pressured tires. made a few enemies today. Got Chastain and Alfredo within reach still. He really needs to get this lap back on Daniel Hemrick as soon as he can. Hemrick's got heavy lap traffic. Hemrick's trying to lock himself into the playoffs. He'd be the third Junior Motorsports Chevrolet to win in the first 8 races, joining Michael Annett and Allgaier with a spot in the playoffs. We are on pace, guys, to get more than 12 different winners. And how about Gregson looking for his first win, also for Junior Motorsports in second place, not far behind Hemrick. Schneider's going to look to get one of his 7 laps back right here on these fresher tires. Well, it's nice to know he's faster than the leaders with nearly 100 lap fresher tires, but too little too late. Hemrick got a little tight off the exit of the corner. He was stuck 3 wide middle between a couple lap cars, and Gregson again closes to the back bumper.
All right, you're clear.
23 to go for Hemrick. Catches fast pass to Anthony Alfredo for 24th. Trying to go for every point he can. No stage points tonight. They're 16th in each of the first 2 stages. How different of an outcome would this race have had if he just could have gotten the free pass at the end of stage 1? He had it until Clements went a lap down on the last lap of the stage, costing Schneider a chance at the free pass.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
Failed attempt at a wave around, multiple laps down later, and here he is. Now at stage 3 after missing pit road.
Still there.
Slow pit stop under green flag conditions. We got the caution on himself, trapping himself an extra lap down. Just squeezes by Chastain right there for position too, as well as McLaughlin. Malicki in 21st. He might actually get back inside the top 20 somehow. Expect to get 6 laps down at Bristol. Top 20 still there. Gregson to the lead with 10 laps to go as he gets around Daniel Hemrick. 20 to go, rather. Which Junior Motorsport car is going to win? All 4 of them are on the lead lap. 2 of them looking for a playoff spot of Hemrick and Gregson. The other 2 looking for their second win of Annett and Allgaier. Ron G, welcome to the stream. Again, if you're just tuning in, Talladega is the next race in this career mode, top of the hour. Thought this was wild. Wait until Talladega. Could see another different winner into the playoffs. It's looking like Schneider might have to get 2 wins to make it in. Nice that he somehow won at Atlanta in his 5th career start. And he did get a second place finish at Dega, but at some point the strategy game's not going to plan out as well.
Careful, still there.
He has to stay in the top 20 points as well, so even with the win, it just doesn't feel like he's locked in.
All clear.
David Starr's 13 seconds ahead of him. He should catch him, maybe. I don't know, it'll be close. Gregson just lost the lead off turn 2 now to Michael Annett. Gregson battles back. Oh, Jones moves up the track right in front of Schneider. He got tight. Caution's out again. My goodness, we get another yellow. Hold the phone, everybody. We got less than 20 to go. Another caution. Schneider's going to hit pit road. He's got 2 sets of tires left. Matt Mills also going to hit the pits. Yep. Trevor had it right. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that means we'll just run Gateway on Thursday for the Cup Series on the custom schedule mode. Austin Cindric gets the free pass in 7th. Haley's going to restart back up by the leaders. Gregson had the lead by maybe half a car on Michael Annett with the caution wave. Here we go.
We're going green. Almost ready.
He's going to try to battle Mills on these fresh tires through the even slower lap traffic with over 100 lap fresher tires than even the leaders. Green flag back in the air. Schneider in the preferred lane further back.
Still there.
6 laps down, 11 laps to go for Noah Gragson on the restart to try and get the win.
Still there?
He's going to try to get the 5 laps down and
Top 3, use it if you need it.
see if he can get back inside the top 20. Look at him go on these fresh tires. He is rolling now. Too little, too late. Far too little, too late. Ooh, contact! 93, McLaughlin got sideways off turn 2 as they were 3 wide. Back in the pack.
Alright, you're clear there.
Contact with Brandon Brown.
Alright, you're clear. You're all clear up top.
I think Schneider might actually finish 5 laps. Now, he might actually get 2 of those 7 laps back in the last 30 laps of the race. He's over 100 lap pressure tires. But we stay green to the finish, though. We've had 5 cautions total in this race per incident. Noah Gragson leads, trying to get his first win of the season and lock himself into the playoffs. Be the 7th different driver to do so, but he is barely hanging on late.
Excellent lap there. Good job. Careful, still there.
Schneider got loose off turn 2 on the outside, barely kept it off the wall again. Jeff Green inside the top 10 now.
That line, driver.
He'll be gaining a couple extra spots on the restart. 5 laps to go for Gragson, and the guy who has dominated the race, Justin Allgaier, is back to 2nd place. He won the first 2 stages, started on the pole. He is right there.
You got room, you're clear there.
Really, the top 5 all under a blanket. Haley, the only one on the lead lap that isn't anywhere close to these guys. Schneider just ran his fastest lap of the race that last lap. Again, too little, too late. You go to Bristol again under the lights later this season. 3 wide off the exit of the corner. Schneider sandwiches himself between the 20 and the 8.
Alright, you're clear. You got room, you're clear. Hold your line, got one inside.
Allgaier peaks low.
You're clear there.
Took a big swing into the corner, and that opens up the bottom for Annette.
I need 2 more.
2 laps to go now for Noah Gragson.
Stay on the bottom. Clear high, bud.
Annette's now the new 2nd place driver with a chance. Schneider on the outside.
Stay high up there.
He's going to try to get around Gragson off turn 4. Gragson better hold the bottom here, and Annette's going to try to go to the top and follow Schneider. Schneider's going to get one of his laps back, but Noah Gragson will get the checkered flag, and Gragson is going to win at Bristol. Junior Motorsports finishes 1, 2, 3, 4, winning both stages and the race, but it's Gragson winning the race. Allgaier winning the stages.
Careful, still there.
Schneider brings it home back in 20 and 5 laps down. And Noah Gragson will be the 7th different winner in the first 8 races of the season. My goodness. Making that playoff bubble tight. For only now 5 open spots. With still 18 races to go until the playoffs. Noah Gragson with the win, holding off both Annette and Allgaier strong at the end. Annette 2nd, Allgaier 3rd, Henrik 4th. And Harrison Burton rounds out the top 5. He led a decent amount of laps today as well. Justin Haley 6th, Cindric 7th. Briscoe 8th, Jesse Little 9th. And how about Timmy Hill rounding out the top 10 at 2 laps down. 7 drivers finished on the lead lap today. And we had 5 cautions for incident total. Only 1 DNF, that was Jeffrey Earnhardt. Way back in stage 1. I don't think I've ever seen a 1, 2, 3, 4 finish. Ever. I don't even think that's ever happened before in any of the top 3 series in NASCAR. But Junior Motorsports did it today at Bristol. Boy, did they ever dominate. Harrison Burton's got the top spot in points by just 6 over Austin Cindric. Look at all those different winners. Yeah, Schneider's the last of them. He falls 2 spots back in the standings with a 20th place run and no stage points today. So Schneider's back to 11. Not only he's got to stay in the top 20, he's only 46 points ahead of 20th. I guess he'd be 48 points ahead of 21st. Timmy Hill had a good top 10 run today, too, so he definitely closed that gap. And Schneider's last of all the drivers with a win. Not good either. Can't be comfortable even though we have 18 races still to go. Allgaier led 157 of the 300 laps today, over half the race, and again he won the first 2 stages and still could not find himself in victory lane. Finishes 3rd. Those 2 late cautions definitely costed him a chance and definitely helped Allgaier, helped Gregson get the win. So he got to the lead on the last restart and was able to hold on the second to last restart he got to the lead, but then the final restart of the race he was able to hold on and get the victory. And Michael Annett was right there. Schneider got to the outside and had to run off 4. Annett was trying to follow him, but he just fell short, and Gregson was able to block Annett off turn 4. I'm really hoping after Talladega we can get that road course chassis so we can start working on it. And harsh driving, yeah, I kind of figured that. We definitely banged this Bristol car up. That's for sure. Hey, don't worry about the last race. Everyone has them. Just pick yourself up and get back out there. Thanks, Mr. Daniel Hemrick. Raise your hand if you got taken out the last race. Looks like a lot of hands. Ryan Sieg. We're going to apologize for that one. Hey, why'd you run me off the racetrack last race? I'm a nice guy. There's no reason to take me out. Thought we were friends. Yeah, apologize to Jeff Green as well. We definitely ruffled some feathers there. We did not take... That was the sloppiest race we have had so far. We still managed the top 20. That was tough. But we are going to Talladega next. It looks like we have a hot seat offer for the Cup Series. We're not doing hot seat offers again. I will be owning my own team, so we'll just simulate those when the time comes. But yes, Talladega tonight, I guess, for the Money Lion 300, top of the hour. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see at the shop what kind of a car we're going to have, and it looks like we're going to have a decent one. 85 on the engine. 79 and 78 on the aero. So a little bit faster than what we had at Daytona, that's for sure. We had a 75 overall all the way at Daytona. Guess it'll average out to probably about an 82 overall for this race. So definitely going to be a little faster. And we finished 6th that Daytona. We didn't score any stage points, but we finished 6th. Yeah, I'm really hoping after Dega we need just less than $80,000 to upgrade, get another car in the shop, and then we can hire 2 more employees as well. We'll get that road course chassis. No. If we're doing the career mode, we are definitely not doing the Cup race tonight. Guys are asking too much out of me. I got to work tomorrow. So that's our work plan, 85, 79, 78 when we go to Talladega for the Money Lion 300. 113 laps, 300 miles at the Talladega Superspeedway. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I will see you guys really in a little bit. Yeah, so the custom schedule race by fan vote is going to be moved till Thursday night at Gateway. Tonight, we've got Talladega on the channel for the Xfinity Series on the career mode. It'll be a hectic race, I'm sure, but it should hopefully be a lot of fun. We need a second win. This might be the last chance to get a win before Daytona towards the end of the regular season. So we'll see if we can do it. That would give us a lot less pressure over the next 17 races after this before the playoffs, that is for sure. So it's definitely a big, important race, even though we have a win. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you in a little bit.